Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I have a Louis C.K. reaction video for you. And in this one, he talks about why kids are stupid. And I have kids, so when it comes to reading this title, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Kids can be very stupid at times. I'm interested to know why he thinks kids are stupid. I know why I think kids are stupid at times, but I think like with me, I hold kids on a very high pedestal, especially like with my daughter when it comes to doing her homework and things like that. That it needs to be the case that at times I need to remember that she is just 6 years old and like she's learning and this is all new to her. But there's certain things that like she'll be reading or even doing maths and things like that, and it could be like five take away three, and like straight away in my mind I know that's two, I know that answer, but I'm not 6 years old and I'm not new to maths and things like that. So she'll sit there, she'll be like, five take away three is two, and I'm just sitting there thinking that's just taking you like 10 seconds, like what the hell, what's going on, what is this school teaching you? But at the same time she's young. But yeah, kids can be stupid, but they have a right to be. I'm looking forward to this. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if there's anything you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below. But let's get into this. I do like Louis C.K., so I'm looking forward to this.
What's amazing to me? You can name your kid anything you want. Isn't that incredible? There are no laws. There should be a couple of laws. None. You can literally name your kid anything. You can name your kid a name with no vowels if you want, like Singleton. Just 40 F's, that's his name. Go clean your room. I'd like to name my kid a whole phrase, something like ladies and gentlemen. That would be a cool name for a kid. This is my son, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please.
A good name for a child. Now I would like to introduce, and then you can stop. That's the name. Now I would like to introduce. That's the name. So that, like, you get a teacher in school. Now I would like to introduce, and then they expect to put the name up, like the hand up, say, here, miss, and then everyone's just sitting there like, who? Who are you looking to introduce? I don't know. It's just a weird thing that came to my head. On another note, though, I believe that you should have, when it comes to naming your child. So here in the UK, we go to the registry office, and like it's done there. So not the registry office, it's just like a council office, and it's done there. I believe that you should have a school bully sitting at that desk when it comes to naming children, and then every name that comes, that bully should then look at that name and think of all the ways that he can bully your child when your child gets older. That for me is then like, you would then shy away from names to call your kids. Like, you get people out there that like they call their kids, like they call their boys with girls' names. That, like, I knew a boy growing up called Debbie, and my sister's name's Debbie, but I knew a boy called Debbie. He was going to get bullied for his name. I never bullied him, but he was going to get bullied for his name. People that are called Rainbow, Apple, Sunshine. Don't call your kids these names. It's not going to do them any favors in life.
But you got to be careful what you name your kid. You do have to be careful because what happens is other kids in school are going to make fun of them. They're going to make fun of their name. And you don't have to give them a weird name because they can do it with any name. Kids are geniuses at that. Any name, they take it, they go Louie Screwy, Joey Blowy, Mike, your mother's a dyke, whatever. They find a way, these kids. Any name, what's your name? Eric, you fucking asshole. See, just like that. Lightning speed these kids got. What's your name? Joe, eat a bag of shit, cunt face. You see, just like that. My daughter is really something else, man. She runs the house. She runs the whole house. She decides everything. Like, we were playing hide and seek the other day. We play hide and seek, and we play by her rules that she invented. And do you know why? Because she sucks at hide and seek. And so she covers it with this fucking ruse to level the playing field.
I already know what's coming here. That it's a very weird thing with children. That when I play hide and seek with my daughter in my house, I will find a really good hiding place. She will count to 20 and then she will take 5 minutes and then she will come and find me because I've started making noises and things like that. Then she's found me, so it's her turn. So I then go and look. I then go and count and she has to look for somewhere to hide. I guarantee you 99.9% of the time that girl is hiding in exactly the same place I was. That's why kids are stupid.
And I gotta fucking pretend it's all that she's great. No, it's bullshit. Like, we're playing. Oh, fucking. I know she's a kid, but fucking listen. When it's my turn to hide, she tells me where to hide. She tells me where. She goes, hide in the closet, Papa, but you're gonna know where I hide in the closet. All right, fuck, I'll hide in the closet. Good, fine. Now I'm standing in the closet like an asshole. She comes in, I found you. She's like shitty about it, like, I found you. And I'm like, wow. How did you figure out where you told me to fucking hide? And then when she hides, this is her hiding. She goes over to a wall and does this. She goes, that's it. There's nothing here. What the fuck is this? Like this is some ninja invisibility crouch. And I gotta act like an idiot. I can't just walk in and go, yeah, you're there. Because she'll cry and shit her pants, right? So I gotta walk around like an asshole. Where is she? I have no idea. Where could she be? I'm making eye contact. I don't see her. It's amazing to me. The other day we're playing, this is how things have gotten in my house, okay? Here's a very good example of where it's gone. We're playing a version of hide and seek where my wife and I have to decide together where to look. She likes that. She's like, Mama, you tell Papa where to look. Okay, well, fine. So she's over there hiding like this, just in plain sight. And my wife and I, my wife's like, why don't you look under the bed? I'm like, okay. She's not there. And then she says, why don't you look in the linen closet? Okay, so I open the closet. She goes, that's not the linen closet. We don't put that in there anymore. All right, fucking Jesus. All right, I'll look in. So I look in that. Why would she be in that closet? That has shelves. She can't stand in a shelf. Well, maybe she's crawled in a shelf. Now we're having a fight about where to look for this fucking kid who's standing right there.
Oh, you can just imagine there's so many assholes like that. I don't have that issue in my asshole because if my daughter went to my wife and said, Mummy, let's play hide and seek, straight away her mum will be like, no, I don't do that. I don't play hide and seek. I don't play. You find that like women, like not all women, but like a majority of the women that I've known over the years are not very playful with children. Like it's always on the dads. Like the dads will play, the dads will do the hide and seek, the dads will sit and play with the Barbies or the action men and things like that. The mums don't, and they haven't even got an excuse for it. It's just no. Daddy, can we play hide and seek? Yeah, give me 5 minutes and we'll play, okay? Okay, Daddy, can we play with my Barbies? Come on in, we'll play for 10, 15 minutes. Mummy, can we do drawing? No. Okay. Just straight off. There's no excuse. Like if my daughter wants me to do something with her, I'm like, oh, I can't do it now, Dad. I've got to do dinner, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. The wife, no. Straight off. No excuse, no nothing. No, and kids listen.
She totally runs the house. I remember Halloween last year, a couple of days before Halloween, my wife comes up to me and she's like, we have to get you a cat costume. No, we don't, actually. No, we do, because she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know. It's like she's a guy with a gun in the other room. That's what it's like. She's like, she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know how she got it in her head, but she's expecting to be a cat on Halloween. I was like, well, tell her to go fuck herself, because I'm not doing it. I'm not afraid of her. She's 2. I'll fucking fight her. I could take her. I could beat the shit out of thousands of 2-year-olds all day, just walk around. They would never even gang up on me. They suck. I'm not afraid of her. So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. Why? because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, like, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid, so fuck it. And she's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is. She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, you love it. Like, I think she digs me now. Fucking stupid. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's fucking the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. Fuck it. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other. It's fuck it, man. Fuck it. Another kid. Fuck it. Why not? Let them all in. Good. Fuck it. Here's the thing. I never judge other parents now. I never do. I used to, but I never do. Like, when you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid, she's like, shut up. I hate you. You're ugly. And people are sitting around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible mother. Well, guess what? Those people aren't fucking parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that shitty kid do to that poor woman?
We'll always defend the parent. That's the thing, and you see it a lot. I can't believe how much you see it, especially like I drive now, so I don't really get on buses, but I used to see it quite a lot. Like these kids on the buses that like they don't listen to their parents. The parents are like, sit down, please, sit down. It's dangerous. Sit down. That was me. Sit the fuck down now. And my daughter listens. That going shopping and that, my daughter has only ever had one meltdown with me. Apparently, she used to do it a lot with the missus when the missus used to take her shopping. But with me, it was once. And it was a few years back. I was taking her out for... It was before COVID, so she would have been probably about 3. And I was taking her out for... to get an Halloween costume. So she wanted to go trick-or-treating, so I was like, it's fine, we'll go get you a costume. We're only going to Tesco's to get you a costume. That is it, nothing else. We're going to go in there, have a look at the costume, get a costume, get the hell out. We're not buying no food, we're not buying no drink, we're not buying nothing. So Tesco's have got this really smart idea that in one aisle, they've got one side of the aisle, they've got the Halloween costumes, and on the same aisle, on the right-hand side, they've got all their toys. So got in there and straight away she's seen toys and she's like, Daddy, I want that. Daddy, I want that. I was like, no, we're not here for toys. We're here for a Halloween costume. But Daddy, I want that toy. I want that toy. We're not here for toys. We're here for an Halloween costume. We're going to get an Halloween costume. We're going to get the fuck out. No toys. Meltdown. This girl, I'm not going to lie, the first and only time she's ever done, she had a meltdown. She was on the floor. She was rolling around and everything. And I'm standing there and I didn't shout at her. I didn't scream. I didn't say nothing to this girl. I stood there for a good 10 seconds looking at this girl and thinking in my head, this is a fucking demon child. What the hell? And then straight away it just clicked. I was like, straight away I turned into my mum. That growing up, my dad was soft as anything, but my mum, we did not fuck with my mum. And straight away I turned into my mum and I grabbed her by her arm and I pulled her up by her arm. Like, get the fuck out now. It's like, but, and then as soon as you get to the door, it's like, but my Halloween costume. I was like, get your ass in that car. Got in the car. She's like, sorry, Daddy. I was like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Hell no, I don't want to. Don't talk to me. I'm pissed. that day, like, I got her home, and that was it. That in the supermarket, that's the only time she's ever thrown a pan. She's had tantrums and things like that, but when it comes to like going shopping and that's the only time she's had a full-blown tantrum. And the only other time I can think that she had a proper meltdown is I was picking her up from my sister's one day, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was the case that I'd left her scooter upstairs or something in my sister's house, and I had to get it the next day. And she flipped out, and she was sitting in the front of the car at the time in her car seat, and she was kicking the panels at the front and that. And in the end, I flipped out. I pulled the car over, like, on the side of the road and, like, said, like, get your ass back in the back of the car now. Like, not behind me, obviously. And then, like, she calmed down. I got the wife on the phone. I was like, talk to this girl before I leave her on the side of the road. So like the wife was calming her down, but she is a daddy's girl and she listens to me more than she listens to anyone else. But she's had a couple of moments where she's just had full blown meltdowns, and I won't allow that. Nah, hell no. I turn into my mum in that. My mum was one of these that she only had to give you the look. Not my dad. If my dad, when we was growing up, if my dad told us off and gave us the look, we'd have just laughed in his face because he was like, it was a teddy bear. He had no authority at all. But my mum gave us a look, and it was that we called my mum Hitler growing up for a reason. Like, my mum's half German anyway. We used to call her Hitler. And it was for a reason. She gave us a look like, sit down! And look, what, not moving nowhere. Yeah, she was strict.
That poor woman. I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man. You don't know. Or like when you see a parent that seems to be negligent, like you see a parent in McDonald's with the kid, and the parent's like, I can't take this shit anymore, and just like collapsed, and all the shopping bags are just strewn everywhere. And the kid's happy. The kid's eating French fries. And the kid asks a question like, Mama, why is the sky blue? And she's like, just shut up and eat your French fries. And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess what? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They fucking never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Until you don't even know who the fuck you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why?
That is one phase that, when it comes to having kids, that is the one phase that I absolutely dreaded. And it was the case that, like, when my daughter was coming along, and I even said to my wife, I was like, if she ever gets to that phase where it's like, why? I will give her a night or to put her asleep. I've seen my nieces and nephews do that to my sisters and my brother, and that is one thing that I'll probably lose the plot over very quickly. Luckily, touch wood, like, my little girl has never gone through that phase of why. That I hope she never does. But actually thinking back now, I actually sent her up to my wife one night to actually do that. I said to her, I sent her up with a question. I said to her, every time she answers, just say why. So I actually tried to program it into her, which I can't believe I did. But before having kids, I dreaded that.
Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they fucked in a car and had me, and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because fuck it. We're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract at the end. It's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be. Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have fucking nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be fucking all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll fuck you. Eat your French fries, you little shit. God damn it. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
I really enjoyed that. I love watching stand-up comedy that I can relate to. So if it's about like marriage and kids and like a lot with work and things like that, I do love watching stand-up comedy that I can relate to. And this one I can relate to a lot in terms. That's why I tended to pause it and talk a lot through it and things like that. But yeah, as much as we love our kids, and don't get me wrong, like with my daughter is a little mini me. She has my sense of humor in the things that make her laugh, but also in the way that she acts towards people. So she has my sense of humor, which is great. And like she's all for me. She don't let my wife do nothing. That like anything she wants. Like, Daddy, I want some food. Daddy, I want to drink. Daddy, I want to go park. Daddy, I want to go trampoline park. Daddy, I want to get dressed. Daddy, I want to play. Everything is daddy. That is very, very rare that she will turn around. The only time she turns around to the wife and says anything is if she's got like a face mask. Other than that, there's nothing. She has been, and she has always been a daddy's girl since the day she was born. I when I was a smoker, I used to go out for a fag, and she would scream at the door for the entire time. And I think that's probably why it made it easier to become a stay-at-home dad, because I knew she'd be alright with me. And then when my wife went to work, she was like, I wonder if when I go to work, she's gonna scream for me. She didn't. She didn't. But yeah, like even now, like when the wife goes to work, she does a 12-hour shift, so I let my daughter stay up until she comes home. And it is just a case that like, hi mum, good night, love you, and then she goes to bed. It's just a case of staying up later. But yeah, I have been enjoying watching Louis C.K. I think he's hilarious. Some of the things that he's spoken about, he is brilliant, and I'm looking forward to watching so much more. I have a long list of Louis C.K. videos that I want to react to, so yeah, you can expect to see a lot more of him on the channel. But guys, thank you all for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. I apologize for pausing in between and giving you my life story. That if you watch a load of videos on the channel, you probably learn to expect it. I'm either pausing because I'm laughing too much, or I'm pausing because I have something to say. But guys, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will be uploading daily. And if there's anything you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But until the next time, take it easy. Peace out. Have a nice day.